All right, gamers, the weapon cores are here, and everyone keeps asking, Clyde, I got a free core for being master rank 18 and going in and doing the boss. Then I'm talking to Descendant. I'm in Albion, and I don't know which weapon to use a core on. Well, I can't tell you what you can put it on, but I can tell you what I put it on. So I'm gonna go over 3 weapons here with weapon cores and some slots and pretty much show you why I did the mods I did and kind of give you a rough explanation of how they work, how you can upgrade them. I'm not going to go into math statistics of them all and tell you why you should run this and why you should run this, because there's no wrong build. These are just added little perks that you can put on your weapon, but there are some cool things you can do to these weapons to make them either clear faster, kill bosses faster, clear mobs faster, make you run faster. So I'm going to point out some stuff. First off, I just want to point out, when you are master rank 18, yo, shout out to the homies right here in front. We got King, we got Vortex, we got Clown. They're the homies just chilling. If you're master rank 18, you're gonna come up here and there'll be a quest. I just want to point out that if the quest isn't there, you're probably not master rank 18 and you're staring at your screen like, oh, he's talking about that number in the top right hand corner. That quest should tell you to go do the new boss fight. I just want to let you know that you can just go in and die on purpose or get the kill. It's win or lose, you still get the core. So once you go and beat the boss or you lose to him, you're going to come back here to the vendor and you're going to be able to get your core. Go ahead and interact with him here. Once you come back and talk to him, it's going to ask you to equip a core. Let me select a weapon that I haven't done yet. As you see, the core is sitting here because I farmed some more out. Before you use the core on the weapon, it'll tell you that you're going to get your free augmentation. Then you're going to get a firepower, a attribute, a tactical, and a precision. And it tells you what you can get here. So if you want to look over each weapon, you can. Don't just unlock a core on any weapon. The reason why I chose Smithereens first, because this gun is absolutely busted. I went and did Void Erosion Purge 1 through 20 with a team, and then I did like 11 through 20 solo. And pretty much in every 400% dungeon, a boss's kneecaps, a boss's weak point, a dungeon boss, a Void Erosion boss. This thing is just stupid. It's just nuts. It's really good. And I know you're probably like, well, Clyde, there's the Executor shotgun. Well, yeah, that one's really good on Glay. I don't really use it besides Glay, but trust me, Glays are using Smithereens now. You can kill the boss with some bug in like 8 seconds. The reason why I cored this first is because I knew that I was going to be farming the new boss, which the Defiler. I do use this shotgun. When he gets stunned, I do shotgun his knees sometimes, unless I'm on Gsxrclyde and I just electrocute, zap him to death. But I'm Bunny. I'll shotgun the kneecaps if he's stunned, but also killing all those bosses in the Void Erosion Purges. If I'm not hitting them with skills, I will shotgun them. This is why I took my time and I went into the shotgun first. Let's go over the shotgun. These are the mods that I have on it. Oh my God, this gun must do a lot of damage because it has 1,000,000 DPS. I'm just kidding. That number is fake. If you want to make this shotgun even more busted, you can always take your shell up, put it down here, and then put on Overwhelm. But you got to make sure you don't miss or you lose out on crazy amounts of damage. So as the pros would say, get good. But I put shell up there, and I always use electric weakness because the new boss is weak to it. And also it just shreds through defenses. The 4 substats I have is firearm attack, crit hit damage, Colossus damage, and weak point. Now I do want to make a second Smithereens that doesn't have Colossus on it, and it's strictly for dungeon runs, but I'm on my way there. I got it crafted. I got 4 more to go. We'll get there. Maybe the events will give me free handouts. We'll be good to go. So once you put the core on, as you see, the shotgun has 5 sockets. So I waited to put 7s on because I didn't want to waste lower level ones because these pretty much don't do anything. And also I didn't want to keep farming Void Abyss metal fragments to keep re-rolling until I got into like the really good stats. As you see here, the firearm attack can get between 26% and 34. So I got 30. Not bad. And then the Colossus goes from 190 to 290, and I got 280. These don't unlock until level 17. So once you hit Void Erosion 17, you'll start getting 7s. And then 18, 19, and 20 drop them as well. What I did is I just farmed Void Erosion until I unlocked 17, went all the way to 20, beat it, and then I made sure that I could have core particle disruptors so that I could re-roll the perks. This is the material you need to change them. So if I wanted to get a better 30, so if I wanted to get better than a 30%, I would need to come here, make sure that I have this firepower one, go craft one of these, which takes 10 seconds. I just go to the research lady and I'll simply be able to re-roll this. So for testing purposes here, we're just going to research these real quick. This takes about 40 seconds. So now that we got some crafted, we're good to go. I'm simply going to use a level 7 and try and get better than a 30% firearm attack. when this rolls, I don't have to select this Gamba. It's telling me that I could switch from firearm attack to bonus firearm attack versus Colossus. If I want to keep the existing one, I'll hit escape. There we go. Might as well do it for one more for testing purposes. And as you see here, we get rolled and smoked again. Third time's the charm. There's no way that you can get smoked again. You know what? One more time for the clip. It wants me to run double Colossus. So as you would see there, that's what we call a bad beat. And back to farming you go. So that's the RNG type of it. One thing I don't like about this system, it seems like once I get level 7s, there's no point to the other ones. We can't trade them, we can't resource them, we can't scrap them. So pretty much get some 7s right now and chill until the 10 comes out. I heard they're being added the first week of February. So just get what you like. Now you're probably wondering what's the best for this shotgun. How do you make it juicy? Well, before you start going to putting random perks on your weapons, you need to understand this. The stat needs to be on your character. What I mean by that is sprint speed. Every character has sprint speed, so you can add sprint speed to your core. But if your weapon or your character does not have it, you can't just add it on a core. So you can't add Colossus up top if the weapon doesn't have Colossus, you know, like it won't add anything. So if you get bonus firearm attack Colossus 280%, it's 280% of my original number that's on the weapon, the 3,576 Colossus damage. But then when I go into the stats of the weapon, as you see here, now I have 13,588 because it's 280% of the original stat. Some people might get confused by that. I know I did. So I haven't done the numbers crunch yet. I don't know if double 290%, because you can get this up here. This is your random perk. This top one, this free augmentation, you can select anything you like. So if you want more weak point, you can. But me, I just went for firepower just to test things out. I don't know if double firearm attack is better than double Colossus. I haven't tested it yet. You got enough cores, you got enough resources, you can test it yourself. I'm kind of leaning towards the firearm attack, but I don't know yet. But I just wanted to explain this so it could be really simple. So the first, when it says free augmentation, so the free augmentation, this means you could put anything here, this whole list, anything you want. If you want to put sprint speed, grapple hook charge time, whatever you want, and you don't care about firearm attack, you can go there. Your second one, it tells you firearm attack or Colossus. Your third one, choose whatever you like. Me personally, since this is a shotgun, I think aim shot accuracy will be really well. So I'm going to probably try that with 2 of those. So I'll put both aim shot accuracy here and both precision shots, and then maybe try out 1 recoil with 1 aim shot accuracy. See whatever I like better. But again, I haven't done that yet. And then the final one on this shotgun, you're able to put bonus firearm attack to enemies. So if you're going to farm a certain dungeon or a certain activity and you know it has a Legion of Immortality, you could simply change it right here, select this, change it, Gamba until you get what you like. So it's pretty much simple for the shotgun. So now let's talk about why my Secret Garden looks like this. Clyde, why am I looking at you using a core and putting triple sprint speed on this? First, I want to show you what it's like when I have the Voltia equipped. As you see here in the corner, we have an 800 sprint speed on this character already. What happens when we equip the Secret Garden? It goes up to 1040. I'm talking a big difference. As you can see here in the background, this is the difference between the sprint speed with and without the Secret Garden. When this goes up to level 10, you're going to be able to make this a lot higher on these percentages, and you're definitely going to have faster sprint speed. So the whole purpose of Secret Garden is a stat stick, Innisraya and Freyna. You're just running around spamming your abilities. Why not be able to sprint faster? You barely shoot this gun. If you do, it already does enough damage because it has like really good mods on it. It has high crits. So you might as well take advantage of you being able to just non-stop sprint faster. I'm very curious on what the sprint speed will go up to with level 10s, but be careful. For some reason, these are like the rarest cores. I've done a lot of 17s. I've done a lot of 20s. I'm trying to find like the fastest farm for them. For some reason, these and the firepower mods only drop lower than the other ones. I don't know why. Try and get your sprint speed up, juice it. Now I know you're probably asking, well, Clyde, does it work for Bunny? Does it work for all of Bunny's electric condense and sprint speeds? I've heard that the Bunny gets capped. Again, I haven't tested it much because I'm just running around and in this Rhea right now because I'm making videos on her. but I'm telling you right now, I definitely seen the difference. I'm being able to keep up with bunnies that are sprinting. Obviously, when Ines Rea uses her 4, she's able to get 1300 cap max sprint speed after you use her 4th ability, the Snare Hunter. So it's kind of nice, but I just wanted to point out, if you do want to move faster through dungeons, this helps you in boss fights too. When you don't get the stun on the Defiler and he goes Donkey Kong mode, sprint speed helps because you're running from him. Another thing I wanted to point out, remember how I said that some stuff has to be on weapons or on your character? Every character has a substat with sprint speed, so this is why you can add sprint speed to a weapon and your character gets the boost from it because your character has it. So it has nothing to do with what's on the weapon at all. I also want to point out, you can always run Brisk Walk on your Secret Garden while it's in your hand to give you that movement speed when you get hit with your mobbing or when you're in a boss fight. But also what's nice when we're running that triple sprint speed on Secret Garden, when you activate Ines's 4th ability, you're going to get to 1200 speed anyway. But also if you have 1 sprint speed on your weapon, it'll put you at the 1300 cap. So pretty much when you're running around just mobbing, you're always going to be at a really nice sprint speed and movement speed. And then when you hit your ult, it'll be there. But again, you can just add that little Brisk Walk in there when you get hit in a boss fight when it starts. Get your movement speed going, since you pretty much can't use your 4th ability in boss fights unless you get ads to kill. But we all know that Ines is going to kill the boss before those ads even spawn. So finally, let's talk about the 3rd weapon that I just finished today. We're talking about Voltia. We turned this thing into a Wonder Waffle. I tested this in a level 20 Void Erosion. I was melting the majors. If it wasn't a yellow bar, it literally gets zapped and it just instantly dies. And with this having built-in electric now, this is a new change, as you see it up top. I had chill on it. I was really enjoying freezing enemies and then having it spread. I realized when you add chill, electric, fire, you can add multiple augments to a weapon, but you're only going to you'll see the tick damage of fire and you'll see the tick damage of electric. But if your chill is the highest damage, it's only going to chill. You'll see the chill, you'll see the freeze, but you won't see the other augments. You'll see the tick damage. So we dropped everything and we went straight into electric attack. So the 4 substats I have on this is bonus firearm attack, Order of Truth, because they're weak to electric attack, firearm attack, and then I'm going rounds per magazine so I can just fill the mag up. Going over the mods real quick. I know you might see some on here that you might not agree with fire rate up on. We're using superconductivity charge to rank that meter up faster, so we're getting full damage. We are using fire rate up. It does work. We're using sharp precision shot to ramp up that damage. With fire rate up, I was able to empty my whole magazine in 8 seconds. I took this off because chat said, hey, it's fire rate up, doesn't work. Well, I took it off and it took me 10 seconds to empty my mag, so the math ain't mathin'. I must have missed something. So I took off all the damage mods and I put all electric on this thing. I just wanted to make sure that it was straight Wonder Waffle material, bug zapper. What's nice is I still got all my old catalysts, so I could switch to chill at any point. But check those mods out if you'd like to use them. If not, I understand. Now, going into the cores, as you see, we got a free one up here, meaning we can select anyone we like. Well, I went for rounds per magazine because the more rounds in my magazine, the longer I can zap. So what I did was I scrolled down here and I found it. It's the green one. So I just clicked on the green one and put rounds per magazine. I gambled rounds per magazine on here and I got 75%. Do I go for 78%? I'm kind of just wait until I figure out what else I want to do with it, or just wait till the level 10s come out. I feel like 75% is good for now. Really trying to save all my materials for coring more weapons, so we'll see. Firepower augmentation. I don't plan on shooting a Colossus with this, so I just took the free firearm attack, which was easy to put on. Now the game becomes, I probably put 20 of these on here to get gold electric, and we haven't got there yet. We do want that 96%, but we got 89 for now, so we'll get better. Coming down to the tactical, we did add rounds per magazine again, so we could just keep juicing. So I was thinking about adding beam rifle charge gain speed, but 0.42, it was just so low, it just seemed like it wasn't worth it. And then doing the status effect trigger rate, since it's all electric, I just felt like I didn't need it. I felt like rounds per magazine would be better. But if you want to use those, you can, just using this as an example. And then coming down here, this is where stacking the Order of Truth. Remember, one of my 4 substats on this weapon is Order of Truth. So you're adding percentage to that damage. That's why I rolled another Order of Truth down here, because they're weak to electric. So pulling this thing out, look at that electric damage. This is why we're calling it the Wonder Waffle. 29,269 electric attack when I was just in the level 20 Void Erosion. I was just holding the button down. Again, I was just showing you here. This is not how I would use the weapon. I barely ever use this thing. I'm using it just strip. So in the clip, as you're seeing me just spam it, I would never use it like this. I just wanted to show it to you in action in a level 20. I'm only using this thing when I'm trying to rip down shields, or if, you know, an enemy might be pushing me, or I see a whole bunch of little guys and you just zap them all together. But realistically, in my runs, I'm probably never gonna let a major push me and just sit there and zap them. It does melt them, but if I really need to, if my skills can't melt them down, I'll just pull out Smithereens and hit them with 1 or 2 shots and they're dead. And then coming down here, what's nice is that you're getting that 13,253 bonus attack against the Order of Truth, which is nice. Obviously, you know, we're going to core more weapons. I want to try out Thunder Cage for the bunny, Python for a Glay, my favorite weapon, Enduring Legacy, make this even stronger. Definitely going to core Peacemaker and put it on Valby so she can run around and have that sprint speed. That's just free damage there. Same thing with Blue Beetle. It's a stat stick weapon, so getting sprint speed. We're going to be adding a lot of those weapons that you just hold in your hand to make your builds better. I'm just going to go sprint speed. Can you slap a core on Piercing Light and Perforator and make Haley do more damage? No. I've been told that people have tested it and it doesn't work. Pretty much these cores are just simply for you to farm, make your weapons cool, and enjoy it. So hopefully me breaking down everything here kind of makes sense of how I set everything up so far. A lot of people have been asking the same questions, so I figured I'd just drop a video on it. If you're wondering how to farm everything, like I said, level 7s only drop from 17, 18, 19, 20. I think if you're solo in 20s, you should be fine. I've done solos on the 17, 18, 19. Sometimes I just run those because I'm bored. 20s, nice open arena. Although that poison hurts, it seems like you get more 7s from that. And then obviously if you want to farm the Void Abyss metal fragments so you can craft materials, so you can re-roll cores, you're gonna have to go kill the boss over and over and over and over and over. Remember, if you want to get a core, which costs 2,000, it's gonna take about 35, 40 kills, depending on RNG. I think it's about 35. Or you can go do 100, 400% dungeons, which that doesn't sound fun at all. I'd rather just go in and smash the new boss. I think this is a great system. I do like how you got to grind for it. It's not just a handout. Again, it is repetitive and the same old stuff. I really don't understand why Void Abyss metal fragments don't drop in the Void Erosion, so you can double dip. That could be something down the road. Also, I don't understand why we can't salvage the old ones. Like, I have 231 5s and I can't do nothing with them. Get them out of my inventory. Like, what? I don't want them here. Like, I'm only using 7s and I'm only going to use the 10s when they come out. Get all these other ones out of here, you know, let me just junk them. Maybe they're going to add some systems down the road. This is a cool system. It's a way to make your guns do cool things. I really appreciate the sprint speed here. I really appreciate that I can put more rounds on this and just burn enemies down. And the fact that Smithereens is just even getting buffed by damage and destroying these bosses even quicker. I'm thankful for that. Thanks again for watching the video. Hopefully this helped you understand it. I'll see you guys next time.